Hello, it's Siobhan here, the Galloping Housewife, on my way into school. Just going in to have a meeting with guidance counsellors of our youngest child, just planning for next year. Yeah, those things that parents have to do. And actually, I mean, I obviously have a lot to do with the kids' decision making at home and stuff. You know, we have like family meetings, and I will help the. Does he even know that I'm here? No, he doesn't know that I'm here. We just about got backed into by the postie because he just backed straight out of that driveway. The things that you have to put up with in this small part of the world. But anyway, so back to my kids. Yeah, so I do the parental thing, but normally for the meetings and stuff, it's actually David. It's my husband that goes and does it. Because I don't like people and stuff, and yeah, it's kind of how our life is worked out, because of how our life's being structured, you know, where it's easier for him to get to things than it is for me. I tend to have my days a little bit more timetabled and things, and a little bit less easy. You go right back to when I was doing shift work and stuff. It's been a little less easy for me to get going. So people say I'm lucky to have such a supportive husband, and it's like, well, no, it's kind of just, it's how our life has gone, and it's how I've trained him, you know. But it's how why wouldn't it be the one that finds it easier to do a specific task that does that specific task, as opposed to it just falling along gender lines or what's socially expected and all that type of shit. So and after that I'm going to go out, and it's time to change the dressing on Mitch's eye. He's my young horse that had the eye removed last week, so it's time to go and do that. And I will probably ride Percy. The weather's quite good here at the moment, but we've got a bit of a problem at the moment in that our house has got no power, and trying to sort of come to terms with whether it was a scheduled power outage or whether it was a fault. But whatever the reason, we don't have any power, and unlike many places, when we have no power, we have absolutely nothing. Like we don't have any gravity feed water or anything like that, so we don't have a water tank, a hot water cylinder, so we don't have sort of like residual hot water that we can use. But more than that, we can't even get a dribble out of the tap. So there's you can't wash your hands, you can't pour a drink, you certainly can't cook, and you can't clean anything. So I'm a little bit hesitant to get too hot and sweaty, and consequently I'm not exercising today. So I'm not haven't been for a run before. Not going for a run before I go out there. I haven't done my weights at home. Just don't want to risk that really. So because when we're out of power, we could be out of power for days. Scott Power is very responsive. Our landlords aren't. So anyway, so that's been my morning. And it's it's a Monday morning, which is in my other business and my retail business is the day that we just kind of do everything, pay bills, and make orders, and just check on sales and all that type of stuff, do all that boring admin shit, and yeah, it's just been like a normal day. It's a bit weird because David and Harper, my oldest, has kind of left home, has left home, but remains to be seen whether it's permanent or transient. David's taken him down to shift into the room and visit some friends and stuff on the way. So I've got the whole house to myself, which is just weird, really strange. And I have normally have this really structured routine, in the mornings especially, to sort of get work done. But with David not there and having to take care of all the animals, get them done, having to get Clive away to school, and all that type of stuff is, it just means that I'm not quite as onto it as I normally am, which is fine, as long as you get the minimum done. But it is what it is. And not having any power, also not having any power means we don't have any internet, and we don't have, I've got a little bit, I can get messages in and out, but obviously I can't do the big online thing and post my stuff. I got a couple of emails that were supposed to go out this morning. It's like, so they'll just have to be late. Actually, no, and they will be late, but I should automate them. I should have them scheduled and ready to go. And and that is something that I struggle with. I'm really, really good at doing things last minute. I'm really good at just creating stuff and putting it out there, and I'm really good at doing things when I'm under pressure. And I find actually some of my best work, or most of my best work, is done under pressure, because that's just how my brain works. And especially if I can't second guess myself, if I just write down what I'm thinking from the heart, and what's going through my mind at any given time, or might not even be going through my mind, and sometimes it just sort of bypasses my mind and it comes from out there and into my head, and next thing it's up on the screen. But that's just how I work. That's just how I operate. And some people might be going, oh, that would be wonderful, I'd really like that. It's actually not the best, because I end up putting myself under huge amounts of pressure, because I will leave everything to the last minute. I've got my book going at the moment, and it's been going for a long time, but it's got no real end date. The only one that misses out, obviously everyone that wants to read it, everyone that's feels they need to read it, is missing out by it not being in the marketplace. But actually, if it doesn't exist, no one knows what they're missing out on, and the only one that's missing out by me not doing stuff is me. And I really, really struggle to sit down and just write stuff. If I had a publisher that was saying, we need to get this to the printers by X date, I would probably still leave it till X-1, but I would do it, and it would be so much better than I don't know, maybe it'll be great anyway, but I feel that my writing my ideas formation is so much better when I'm doing it last minute. I actually wrote something yesterday for the book, and it came and I just wrote it. That was grand. I've set myself a target, a word count that I write every day, but it was and it was good. What I wrote was good, and it was interesting, and it was kind of funny, but it was in the wrong chapter. It wasn't the content, the subject wasn't relevant at all to what I was supposed to be writing about. And so I've left it there. I will shift it, edit it, and put it in the chapter that it's supposed to go in. But it's just, I mean, that's just typical of me. Whereas if I go in and do something, last minute, it's much more coherent and cognizant of what I am trying to get out there. But I do stuff to my strengths. So what you see me posting on Facebook and things, and the blogs that I put up, and the emails that I write, it's pretty much live. Like, it's pretty much as I think it goes up. So, which is good because I speak to the moment, and that's my strength. And I have possibly the thing that I need to do more than fix this than by getting ahead and having things to organise, is actually to recognise that strength and to celebrate it and to grasp it, and actually realise that consistency is not entirely my thing. Is not helpful. I don't do my best work when I'm trying to be consistent. So yeah, that's something just to think about, is where are you fighting against your weaknesses, and where are you looking at your where are you underappreciating your strengths? Right, a bit profound. But here I am down in Cumnock. I am looking at thousands of teenagers because it's school lunch break, and hence me going up to school and talking to Clive and his guidance counsellor now. So it's 1 minute before our appointment time, and I am not parked. So those that say you're either early or you're late, I am one of those people that is always late. Again, it's something that causes a whole lot of stress, completely unnecessarily. But I have gradually learned to accept that that is just the way that I operate. I always turn up. If I say I'm going to turn up, I always turn up. But I am always just a couple of minutes late. Sign of an optimist, they say. Because you overestimate the things that you can get done in the set amount of time. Something like that. They also say that swearing a lot is a sign of an optimist. No, swearing a lot is a sign of an honest person. Which, I don't fucking know whether it's true or not, but I swear a lot and I consider myself reasonably honest. So, in fact, yeah, probably honest to a fault I've had described. So anyway, yeah, here I am at the car park, warbled on for far too long, and I will, catch you probably tomorrow. So exciting. Hopefully I'll have water, so I'll be able to go for a run. Or not. So I'll chat with you on the way out of my driveway tomorrow. Bye now.